Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Man, oh man, if you haven't heard, I'm sure you've heard already. But one of the fights that were highly anticipated for the first quarter of 2019, the opponent has been changed. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Abner Mares. Abner Mares has pulled out the fight due to an injury. Now I decided to wait a while because I know over time a lot of feedback was going to start to flood on Abner Mares' social media. So earlier today I decided to check out Abner Mares' Instagram account, and it's so many negative comments, saying that he's ducking, he's afraid, people want proof of the injury, saying comments talking about a lot of tickets and that people can't get refunds. People saying that they're glad they didn't buy tickets. A lot of, I've seen the comments stating that Abner was telling his fans to go out and buy tickets, and now they did, and they're pissed off. Like, a lot of his fans are pissed off. I've seen some comments saying that he's ashamed to his people and all of those comments. So to me, it's kind of a wild situation. Like, I don't know if he's injured. I don't know whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I wasn't there. None of us were there. Some people may have some inside information, but I feel like Abner showed his hand a little too early when he made the comments about, when his team made the comments about they will pull out the fight if Tank doesn't make weight. Now, I definitely understand why that's the case, but with them saying that, they made it clear that they would have had no problem in pulling out of the fight last minute. Now, this situation is like, it's one of those things where you start to question, was he really injured? I mean, he's not the first fighter that's been questioned. Keith Thurman has been questioned on multiple occasions. But this is the first time that I can remember, especially in recent memory, and when I say recent, within the last few years, that I heard a fighter openly state that they will pull out of a fight due to whatever reason, and then they pull out, and they'll say it's something completely different. I truly believe that Abner Mares didn't want this fight. So many comments out there saying different reasons why they felt like he didn't want the fight. And the fact that he's pulled out of it, the only way that Abner can redeem himself is by simply telling his fans that his next fight, no matter what, will be against Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, if he says that publicly and he'll put the ball in Tank Davis's court, then we'll see what happens. Now, Abner, his response was basically, why would he be afraid? He's the one that called out Tank. I mean, I understand what he's saying when it comes to that, but people come to their senses in a lot of things in life on an everyday basis. And the only way he can prove that he had a legitimate injury, that he was not fearful, because you can still have an injury that against another opponent you would have fought through it. But the only way he could prove himself, even if he cares about proving himself, is by making sure that he fights Tank in his next fight. Now, this fight coming up this weekend, a lot of people wanted to see an action-packed fight against two names. I honestly can't even remember the name of the guy that Tank Davis is facing. I want to say Hugo, but I can be absolutely wrong, guys. I do these videos off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a lot of negative feedback, and it seemed like Robert Garcia, the fights, these top fights that he's had, he's training these guys, is not going his way so far. A lot of talking in the camps, and a lot of talking leading up to the fight. But when shit trying to get real, guys backing down. Now I'm very curious to see how the whole Earl Spence, Mike Garcia situation is going to play out. Like me, I really do not doubt the fact that Mikey Garcia will possibly maneuver his way out of this fight. Some people will say, hell no, he'll fight Errol Spence. Some people even believe that he'll beat Errol Spence. Nino Brown Boxing knows that Mikey Garcia can't fuck with Errol Spence. And it is what it is on that. I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like a lot of this stuff is clout chasing. And there's plenty of guys that, you know, they'll play hurt or miss weight, like some ridiculous shit. Like, you'll have a guy like Mikey Garcia that's coming up from 135 or 140 if I can run to miss weight at 147. And I don't, man, it's just, I never seen him do it before, but at the same time, I never seen Abner Mares do it before either. So we'll see what happened. Abner Mares and Tank Davis fight is off, and I feel like the only way Abner Mares can redeem himself is by making sure Tank Davis is the next guy he fights when he returns from his injury. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out.